Good morning, listeners. Another week has come and gone. We are a week closer to Christmas. It is now hurtling down the road to meet us. So whilst this is a very, very busy time of the year, I say thank you very much for choosing to spend some time with me this morning. It really is a privilege. We've had a request to talk about weight loss. So weight loss is a goal, like so many things that we want to achieve. And so we set the goal. Now, I'm going to jump around a bit. So if that is confusing or I lose you along the way, please feel free to contact me privately and we can have a chat about this. So with goals, with achieving anything, we need the motivation. And there's internal motivation and external motivation. The external motivation is often things like a salary. I work so I can get X amount at the end of the month. The external motivation are the things that are obviously outside of us, and we do things for that external reward. Internal motivation is I want to have a sense of achievement. I want to feel better about myself. I want to feel that a sense of accomplishment. And most goals are a combination of those two, because obviously when you're looking good, you feel good, but it's also nice to have someone else saying, gosh, Lee, you are looking good. So that's an external motivation. There are a couple of rules about goals. So rule number 1 is think about what you want to achieve, and then you need to commit to it. And that is why so often New Year's resolutions fail, because we all feel this, it's New Year, I'm going to make some New Year's resolutions and it's going to be great. And we're with our friends and we throw all these things out there that we're going to achieve in the new year. And as we all know all too well, they are very rarely achieved, or maybe you achieve 1 or 2 out of a whole bunch that you put out there on New Year's Day. Because there was no real thought behind it, and there was no commitment. There was no real thought about, why do I want to achieve this? What am I going to get out of it? So when it comes to weight loss, what are we wanting to achieve? Yes, we want to lose weight. Why? Remember quite a while ago, I said to you, it's always good to ask why, and why. So I want to lose weight. Why? Is it because my partner keeps telling me I'm too fat? So I am actually quite happy with my weight, but my partner is making an issue of it. So I'm doing it to satisfy someone else. Again, is this resolution what you really want, or is it someone else's idea? Like any goal, kids who have written exams and are moving on to tertiary education and perhaps are going to study something that the parents are more keen on than the young person. And the same with weight loss. Cosmetic surgery falls into that category very nicely, because how many women over the years have had procedures to please a partner? And that is not a reason for doing it. Whilst the procedure, once it's done, is reasonably permanent, weight loss, if you are doing it to please someone else, it's going to be very difficult to maintain it, and it's going to be a hard road. So ask yourself, why do I want to lose weight? And for me, the healthy answer would be, I want to feel healthier. I want to improve my quality of life. I want to feel better about me. Those are the reasons we want to lose weight and maintain a good body weight. Of course, we always have the person saying, well, why should I give up smoking or drinking or chocolates? Who wants to die with a healthy body? My answer to that is, who wants to live with a sick body? Because in this day and age, there is so much scientifically proven evidence out there that being overweight causes a plethora of health issues. We just have to go around the supermarket and look at the people that are overweight, about how they're moving, how they're breathing. Often we see around the ankles there's a discoloration because of the circulation that is poor, and that's often also connected to diabetes. And listeners, I just want to put out there, I am not a doctor. I have no medical qualification, so please run everything past your personal medical practitioner if you have any concerns about your weight loss or how to go about it. But generally speaking, as I say, listener, ask yourself, why do I want to do it? And as I say, if your motivation is internal, that's great. So I want to lose weight because I want to feel healthier. I want a better quality of life. I want to live with a healthy body. I don't want to put all the stress on my internal organs and on my joints and run the risk of diabetes, etc., etc. High cholesterol, all those things that cause, as I say, a plethora of health issues around being overweight. So choose your goal for reasons of personal satisfaction. The next rule with setting a goal and achieving it is tell someone. Tell someone who can hold you accountable. It's easier to, I remember many years ago when I first started running, I had a friend who would wait outside my gate for me at 4:45, and then I kind of know when I wake up, there's no getting out of it because she's waiting for me outside. And even in winter, when it was cold and dark, those years I lived in Johannesburg, she was waiting and I couldn't just not show up. So it held me accountable to someone till you got into the routine of doing it. Write your goal down. And like any goal, again, it has steps in between and it has a date of completion. So if you want to lose 10 kilos, you have a start date. As from today, I'm going to start with my new healthy lifestyle, and I want to have reached my goal weight in 6 months or 8 months' time. Listen, I just want to tag on here as well. Something that really winds me is when I see on social media, and I've seen them on Facebook, where somebody says, contact me, I've got the answers to your weight loss. You will lose 5 kilograms in a month. Firstly, it is almost unattainable short of starving yourself. And secondly, it is incredibly unhealthy and not sustainable. A healthy weight loss is 500 grams a week. So you're going to lose 2 kilos a month. Now you're in a healthy lifestyle, because starving yourself is not a weight loss program, okay? And that is where people just really mess up their metabolic rate, their metabolism, and in no time at all they pick that and so much more up. So a healthy weight loss program is a healthy lifestyle. We're not starving ourselves, but we are making considered choices about what we put in our mouths. So we are going to look at the calories and at your activity level. So choose a healthy bread as opposed to white bread. Cut out, for most part, confectionery. And thereby I'm not saying never have a piece of cake. I'm just saying make it the exception. Cut out the empty carbs, the crisps, the pastas, the rich sauces, the fat on the meat, all those things that are pretty much common knowledge. Again, listener, if you need more specifics on that, please contact me and I will gladly be your buddy in the process. So look at the choices that you make. When you do veggies, don't cover it in oil and don't fry and don't have the rich sauces. Roasted vegetables are delicious with some roasted pumpkin seeds on top and maybe a little bit of crumbled feta cheese, and it's delicious. Go for the brown rice instead of the white rice. And then also what works quite well is when you dish up for yourself, use a side plate. Because putting a little bit of food on a big dinner plate and a lot of our dinner plates are really quite big. And so it looks just, and you kind of feel, oh, is this all I'm getting? It's never going to sustain me. Whereas if you use a side plate and don't pile it, high, that kind of defeats the object of the exercise. But dish yourself up a reasonable portion of healthy food. And remember, listener, here we are going for quality, not quantity. So if you eat the foods that are going to give you the vitamins and the minerals and the nutrients that your body needs, you will get all you need. And you can obviously include in that your slowly release carbs, which keep you satisfied for longer. So losing weight is about commitment. Then it's about making the right choices. Look at what you put in your supermarket trolley. Look at and think about what you put in your mouth. Cool drinks or fizzy cool drinks, they are just so bad for you. And it's just sugar and with a lot of them, a lot of caffeine. They add nothing to your body. In fact, your poor body has to work so hard to get rid of these toxins, because to your body it's a poison, and try and find 1 or 2 calories that is actually useful to the body. And the rest it has to process to eliminate. Exercise, another thing that is almost a swear word to some people. But folks, if you exercise regularly, it speeds up your metabolic rate. And the best time to do it is in the morning. I find that, 1, I don't have commitments at 5 o'clock in the morning. No one can interfere with me. The day is starting. The birds are waking up. It's the best part of the day, because in the evenings, often it's been a long day. In summer, it's stinking hot. You're tired. And really, to now pull on my running shoes and go and run 10Ks is a big ask for me. But that is a personal choice. But exercise, movement is crucial. Apart from helping you to lose weight, it has a plethora of health benefits of keeping your joints supple, keeping your mobility going, increasing your metabolic rate, increasing your blood circulation, increasing your heart rate, your lungs. Everything works and gets stronger, because being fit, again, is not about dying with a healthy body. It's about living with a healthy body. It's choosing not to live with a sick body. It's choosing not to be someone who can't move around with ease, who can't play with the children or the grandchildren, who can't, and yes, wear nice fashionable things because you've got to walk around in a tent. So choose foods that are healthy. Make that choice. Look at what you put in your supermarket trolley and look at what you put in your mouth. Exercise. Find one that works for you. I cannot, as I've said so often, do anything that involves a ball, but I do love my running and I do enjoy the time out. Mango and I love our time together on the road or on a trail run. So go and find something. It will make your weight loss journey, your journey to a healthy lifestyle, so much easier and enjoyable. You may want to go to gym. You may want to do weights. You may want to run. You may want to go and play one of these, I think it's called padel, or one of the games that you can play, or maybe there's an indoor pool that you can use all year round. But choose an exercise. Exercise is crucial to not only a healthy lifestyle, but to health. Okay. Question yourself during this process. Say, how am I doing? Remember, I said a goal has a start and an end and steps in between. So you now know you ought to lose 500 grams a week. So weigh yourself every Monday morning, Wednesday evening, whenever it suits you. And make sure that you do it. If you start weighing yourself before a meal, then keep doing that. Don't weigh yourself after a meal for obvious reasons. And write it down. And if you've only lost 350 grams this week, Don't lose hope. There can be a lot of reasons for that, and it's healthy. Just stick with a program, stick with a plan. Again, life is about a lot of things that can be summed up in one word: balance. So don't think, well, I've been good all week. It is Friday, and now I'm going to get the pizza. I'm going to get the carbonated drink. Let's not name any names. And I'm going to have the sweets or the cake this weekend because I've been good all week. You know what? You're undoing it all right there. Again, I'm not saying never have a piece of cake, never in your life eat pizza again, but make it 1 or 2 slices of pizza instead of the whole pizza. Share it with someone. And don't binge on a weekend, because life is about balance. So if I am very good for 4 days and very bad for 3 days, that's not balance. Balance is about consistency. A healthy lifestyle is about making continuous healthy choices. So if you buy a chocolate, depending on the size of the chocolate, a slab of chocolate, then have 1 or 2 squares every second day, just so you satisfy that initial craving perhaps that you have. But also keep the end goal in mind. Ask yourself, I have been sufficiently unhappy in this body for me to make the decision to change that. Let me not sabotage myself now. Let me get used to a healthy lifestyle until such time that I don't have to think about it anymore. Remember when your kids were little, you had to say to them in the morning, did you brush your teeth? No, Mommy, and they'd run and do it. And eventually the day comes and you ask if you brushed your teeth. Yes, Mom, and the next day, yes, Mom. And it became a new habit. They brush their teeth in the morning, they brush their teeth in the evening, and you don't have to check on them anymore. And that doesn't change as we grow older. Once you are into that healthy lifestyle, once you're into making good choices, you don't have to think about it anymore. You automatically buy accordingly and eat accordingly and live your life. And it's a life choice. Life is choices, and choices have consequences. So if you make good choices, you're going to have good consequences. If you make poor choices, it's going to catch up with you. It really is, sooner or later. And in the case of health, once it's gone, and it affects every aspect of your existence. So balance, exercise, and make good choices. Self-discipline. If people say to your family, oh, it's Friday, come on, we're all going to eat pizza, say, well, I hope you enjoy your pizza, but I choose to eat something different because I am living a better, cleaner, healthier lifestyle now. And that is a personal choice that I made. So, listener, to answer your question, be realistic about what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it. How much weight do I want to lose? Why do I want to lose it? As I say, it's lovely when we get compliments. We all blossom when somebody tells us we look nice. But that in and of itself is not going to sustain a healthy lifestyle. You have to make that choice for yourself for sound reasons. Many people say to me, how on earth do you get up at 4:45 in the morning? It's actually a bit earlier, 22. And go running at 5 in the morning. Well, I've done it for so long. It is just what I do. And I don't have to think about it and debate it, perhaps only if it's raining. That's simply because I don't want a wet border collie at home sitting on the couch. And she's definitely not happy with me trying to dry with the hairdryer. So then I might say, no, we'll give it a miss today. But by and large, it becomes second nature to you to choose healthy, to live healthy, that you really don't. And in time, your friends and family will get used to it and they won't question it anymore. They won't try and twist your arm into eating what you shouldn't eat. And yes, I know the festive season is upon us, and I know there is all sorts of wonderful things out there to eat. And again, listener, I'm not saying don't have any. I'm just saying, don't pig out. Okay, so if you want to have some Christmas cake, have some, but have half of what you would normally have had. And that is a good rule of thumb. Have half of what you would normally have had. You're already starting a new habit. And if you have been a big eater that ate big quantities, you are going to be hungry. Deal with it. Have a glass of water. Say to yourself, this is what it takes for me to achieve what I want to achieve. Like getting fit, you have to push the distance. You are going to be exhausted. Your muscles are going to burn, but not forever. Then you get used to it and your tummy shrinks, and all of a sudden you eat half of what you used to eat and you're satisfied. So yes, you are going to get hungry initially, depending on what your eating habits are as we speak, and accept that. Accept that there is going to be some discomfort. As someone said, the end result is going to be amazing. It's just the bit in the middle that's messy. And that is often the case with change. We've made the decision to change. We can't wait for the end result. But the middle part is a bit messy. So whether it's getting fit or whether it's getting into and leaning into a new healthy lifestyle, keep your eye on the end result and say to yourself, how wonderful is it going to be? How amazing I'm going to feel when I have reached my end goal of weighing X. And every week that you weigh yourself and you see that weight loss and you feel your clothes a bit looser, it's going to support your motivation. That motivation of, I'm doing this for me because I care about me and I care about how I feel and I care about my health and I care about my quality of life. And so I want to live with a healthy body. I do not want to live with a sick body. And hopefully you can commit to that to the degree that failing is not an option. Again, as I say, when I was doing my post-grad, I just said to myself, failing is not an option. And so your whole mindset, everything, I almost want to say every fiber of your being is geared to success. Failing is not an option. Don't entertain it. And then you start making all the right choices. So losing weight is a process, and you have to lean into that process and not expect to lose a ridiculous amount of weight in a short time. As I say, these supplements and things that they advertise, just drink this or just take this tablet, you actually don't even have to adjust your eating habits. You just take this. It really winds me because it is nonsense, it is false advertising, and it is unhealthy and not sustainable. What is sustainable is a healthy lifestyle. What is sustainable is when the end result feels so good that there is not even a question in your mind about cheating, about slipping back into your old lifestyle and your old habits. So listener, I hope that helped you specifically. And as I say, please, if you need more info and support, please contact me privately. I would be more than happy to be your weight loss buddy, to be a person that will hold you accountable. But of course, as I say, it's lovely if you have a friend or a family member who you can share the journey with and they can walk this with you. But certainly, I would be more than happy to give you more information, more support, and more ways of just getting into the beginnings of it until it becomes that habit like brushing your teeth. So, as I say, ask yourself, what's the motivation? Why am I doing it? And don't lose hope when you have perhaps not lost as much weight 1 week as you would have liked to. It is your body adjusting as well. There is no such thing as starving yourself. Eat regularly, eat healthy. You won't go hungry and you'll have so much energy. All the empty kilojoules that we consume don't really give us energy. They give us a short high, a sugar high, or a carb high, and then we slip back into feeling sluggish and tired and just too heavy to get up off the couch and do things. And of course, our biggest enemy is that remote. When we park off and that remote is in hand and we don't want to get up and go for a walk or take the dog and go for a walk and get the body moving. So yes, leave the remote alone a bit. It is at the end of the year and at the beginning of the new year. It is quite an opportune time to revisit our life choices, to revisit what we want to be, do, and have in life. And if we make the adjustments and stick to them, those things will all be achieved. So I trust that was helpful. If not, please contact me. If you want more info, please contact me 082 330 2439. Have an amazing day.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.